The CEO cargo warehouse business is one of the best businesses for long-term passive income, especially for a solo player. And I'll be showing you on how to get sales like this, completely solo. Before we even begin, load into story mode, then go to the settings. If you go to the controls and then to targeting mode, I'm sure most of you have this setting is set to assisted aim partial. You should either switch to free aim or assisted aim full. I'll explain why this matters in selling later. In free aim, this is to where you can't lock onto NPC or players, meaning you'll have to manually aim and shoot in order to kill them. YouTubers like The Professional plays on free aim since these types of lobbies are relatively chill and calm to play on. And the complete polar opposite is the aim-assisted full. The aim-assist strength is so strong to the point where you can switch between different NPCs and killing waves of them instantly. When you load into online, you won't be able to switch the targeting mode. So you were stuck to the targeting mode you placed it on while you were in story mode. Now the reason why you want to switch the targeting mode, it's because since most players that are either a beginner or been playing the game for a very long time, most of their settings is set to aim assisted partial since this is the default targeting mode. These types of lobbies are the most aggressive and everybody are just killing each other on sight, even the new players are hostile. Obviously, this is not suitable for selling, hence why YouTubers such as The Professional sell in free aim only, so they can sell their business peacefully. However, I recommend setting the targeting mode to assisted aim full. Not only that, these types of lobbies are actually peaceful and worth selling in, but you can do loads of other missions while having that strong buffed aim. Whether or not free aim or aim-assisted full, it is still not guaranteed that you will never get grief. There are still losers out there who will be ready to destroy your product. But the chances are less likely for that to happen if you switch the targeting mode. Now all that boring shit out the way, before starting the CEO warehouse business, you'll first need to own a CEO office. Go to Dynasty 8 Executive. Since we're going to be making money doing this passively, the office doesn't necessarily matter, and you can get the cheapest one, Maze Bank West, for only $1 million. Or if you're rich already, you can purchase the Maze Bank Tower for $4 million. The Acradius office is pretty central too, so it's really not a bad pick either. The upgrades are pretty useless. Just purchase the accommodation as you can spawn inside of your office. Once you've purchased the office, make your way to the computer.
Okay, you logged on? The homepage should be showing you...
There are 3 types of warehouses you could purchase: small, medium, and large. If you just want to purchase only one small warehouse, you can fill up the cargo and shipments area for your nightclub, so it has a steady passive income that it can run on. The medium warehouses are mostly useless because you can either choose to sell small or sell larger size cargo, as in medium you are pretty limited. And in that case, you might as well purchase the large warehouses. If you're willing to purchase 5 of them to generate millions passively, I recommend these 4 right here, as these are not just only pretty close to each other, and they are in a straight line, instead of purchasing the ones that are scattered around the city. The 5th one, I own the West Vinewood backlot, since this one is pretty close to my other businesses that are on the northern part of the city. The Walker & Sons warehouse isn't a bad choice either, since it's close to proximity to the other warehouses. This can be for your personal preference. The West Vinewood, along with the other 4, can cost up to over $13 million. I really don't recommend the grindy part of this business and only treating this business as passive income. However, if you insist grinding it out, always purchase 3 crates totaling $18,000, as it's more efficient. And you may only have to steal 1 van that holds 3 crates, instead of purchasing 1 crate to steal and you ending up stealing 1 van anyway. Since there is a cooldown every time when you steal crates, purchasing 2 large warehouses would be ideal. since you can go back and forth filling up 2 warehouses. The problem with these missions is that they take forever to do. It is not worth the time and effort you put in when you sell all of it in the end, unless it's double money. But Rockstar only brings this event like every 2 times a year. Now this is how I make money passively and selling it solo. Ever since the Criminal Enterprise DLC came out in 2022, Rockstar granted players the ability to pay the warehouse technicians $7,500 to source crates for us. If you have the GTA Plus subscription, you can go on the Vinewood app and get the technicians to source the crates through your phone. It will take them 48 minutes to bring back approximately 1 to 3 crates. There's even a chance for them to bring back a special crate. If you don't own it, and you want to get them to source the crates manually, this is why I mentioned earlier to get these 4 large warehouses specifically, since they are close, and it's one central line. As for the West Vinewood backlot, you can start there, then fly with your oppressor and go all the way down getting the technicians to source them for you. You can even upgrade the delivery vehicles for armor and enhance the abilities as making the tugboat faster or putting a missile lock on jammer for the planes. Now it's time for the sale missions. There are 4 different selling vehicles you might get: the Cuban 800, Brickade, the massive cargo Titan, and the tugboat. By far the most dangerous sell mission is the air vehicles, as you might meet this guy, the Valkyrie. Trust me, you don't want beef with this helicopter as it will absolutely demolish you. The Brickade 6x6 cell mission isn't too bad. Even with 3 cell vehicles, it is definitely doable as a solo player. Sometimes you may only even get 1 vehicle. The problem with this mission is that if you do end up getting 3 vehicles, once you're on one of them, it will leave your other Brickades vulnerable, making them an easier target to grief. My bad, gang.
Y'all server is full of shit.
Fix this shit, Bill Gates.
Now the best sell vehicle is the tugboat. Despite it being a slow sack of shit, it is always just 1 vehicle to deliver. And since players don't really occupy the ocean, this is less nerve-wracking and can quickly be sold. So in conclusion, the tugboat will be the ideal sell vehicle to use. However, you can't just magically pick the type of vehicle you want to use to deliver, unlike the hangar. It all depends on your RNG. There is a way to get around this. If you got a vehicle that you don't want, for instance the Brickade, you can simply switch public sessions to reset the mission for an attempt to get the tugboat. The problem with this, however, you will lose 3 crates from your warehouse. But you could replenish them quickly by launching a quick 3-crate source mission. After that, just try again. If you ever notice a crate you aren't familiar with, such as this one right here, these are special items and can be sold separately. You won't get a high demand bonus on these, so just sell these in an invite-only session. You should always use the CEO abilities. As Ghost Organization is vital, the Bribe Authorities option can be used when necessary. Since these have long cooldowns, you can skip them by hopping into a new session. Always expand your radar map just to see if anyone is coming. Overall, when selling in a public session, there's a 50% bonus in a public lobby with at least 25 players in it. Selling 111 crates equates to $2.2 million if you were to sell this in an invite-only session. However, if you instead sell this in a full public lobby, you'll receive $3.3 million. If you did this for 5 warehouses, this will net you around well over $12 to $13 million. If you stuck with the manual labor source missions, the cost of the crates would be $666,000 per warehouse. However, if you were to get the warehouse technicians to source them for you, there is a chance of them bringing back upwards of 3 crates for only $7,500 instead of $18,000 guaranteed. The warehouse technicians could approximately source up to $580,000 worth of crates, so it is actually cheaper using them. They only bring back a crate or crates every 48 minutes, so this method does take longer. Since we are treating this as an passive income, this gives us more time to do other activities while generating money in the background. For a solo player, this should be blatantly obvious, as this shouldn't be something you should put your time and effort in if you first started playing this game. The upfront cost and expenses you put in wouldn't really make your money back. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. I am new here and I will continue to make solo guides for you all. Take care.